Greetings, welcome to my studio here in Ithaca, New York. The last time you saw me, I was painting along the Susquehanna River in Bradford County. I was doing this plein air painting right along the river, and this is how it's progressed since the last time that you saw me. I made significant changes that you may notice or you may not. The main change that I made was to lower the horizon here. When you saw the original assessment, I had the eye level up about here, and for me it was a little too close to the center. Probably would have been okay, nobody else probably would have noticed it, but I just felt it was going to be a better painting. And part of the adjustment that I had to make was I had to redraw the whole landscape, but in the final assessment I like it better like this. I'm going to have you look at this painting over here. This is one I did several years ago of the same scene. It was a different time of year that you can notice the sun is in a different position. This was the one that you're looking at now, was done in November, and with the sunset there in the background, but it's a similar composition and a cloudscape, but the lighting is a lot different, and the concept is different with the light coming from the sunset. So back here to this one now, I'm doing just sort of various touch-ups of the painting here, and one of them, you want to come in close to my palette here and look at this. I'm mixing up kind of a warm light green. I mentioned this, I think, in the original one of using chromium oxide green here, and another type of green, and white, and a little bit of Naples yellow to get this. There, it's just about what I want. If you want to come in and kind of developing the patterns and modulating the color of these fields a little bit, and letting the brush strokes show through here. There's a slight topography on these fields. They're not like just flat plains. They do modulate a little bit, and this is one of the angles that I mentioned when I was doing the initial painting. These kind of triangular shapes here. These sort of subtle nuances of various shades of this warm green. And right here I'm making my brush strokes go with the field. There's, I think it's a cornfield, and the rows were coming towards us. And there's various other light places like this. There's a field over here. This wasn't in the large one that you just looked at. This was an addition of just a couple of years ago. And just before the video started, I was doing some changes to the clouds, partly from looking at the older one. I just added this lighter layer, but the clouds stayed the same, pretty much in shape. From that initial video, I had a large mass, but I've broken it down into various layers. You can see, if you recall, when I was out there overlooking the valley, this wonderful golden light was hitting from the sun was over here, but it was hitting a layer of clouds back here. And then I invented a lot of the clouds, but it's sort of, like I said, a combination and impression of various observation and memory and invention. But I have a couple of layers here, and I was just doing that before the video started, of adding this layer up here, and it's kind of a neutral gray. And even though I'm painting, I'm still articulating shape of various things, like this layer of clouds here. I'm sort of adding that to them. But I kept with that initial light that was coming from the sun was over here. It was coming this way and hitting the sides of these clouds, and I'll restate that a little bit here now to accentuate that quality of late afternoon light here, and bring out some of these. I'm just adding a little bit of warmth to the white here. I'm going to move my chair over a little bit so I can see what I'm doing here. That's pretty much what I want to, just kind of accenting these clouds to give a dimensionality, the roundness of them as the light is coming in from the right here, and the same up here. Since I've lightened this with a light gray, I have to go even lighter now with the warm color that I'm putting on here now to accentuate the sunlight coming in various places. Sort of moving around, and the whole idea of my approach is to go from the general to the specific and gradually develop it, the whole painting, rather than so much working on one detail. And this is another layer of clouds down here, and then there would be another layer even further down there. So the idea is to have the clouds sort of augment and support and further describe the whole landscape. It's the perspective of clouds. We have one layer of clouds and another layer, but they're all kind of going back into space to supplement the perspective of the land here. You often don't think of clouds as having a perspective, but a lot of times they do, especially in a scene like this. Okay, I think that's about all I wanted to do here in this final segment of this plein air video of the Susquehanna River at French Azilum in Bradford County, Pennsylvania, and I hope it's been instructive to you, and I hope that you've learned a few things about painting direct from the motif, and then these further studio elaborations, which I often do to develop them. But there's something important about painting them direct and being there and seeing these serendipitous effects that one would not get by just working from a photograph or something like that. So I think that's about it. So thanks so much for your attention.